over to Alan right now.
Thank you, everyone. Hello, my name is Alan Miranda, and this is my graduation speech. After 9 adventurous years at Camp Fiverr, a place that welcomed me with a loud crowd of counselors and hugs, I wish to thank and appreciate my friends, current and past counselors in the crowd and my acorn cabin. I've enjoyed going camping out in tents, sharing jokes at mealtime, tackling my fears at high ropes. But first, a small take back. I was 10, and it was the first night, and I was supposed to make it to the bathhouse to wash myself. I can't tell you how much I was afraid to step out of the dandelion cabin door. It was too dark to see past the lightly lit front porch where bugs the size of rice grains were dancing into a silent song. Yet that fear almost faded away. Once I stepped out to gaze up to a sky full of scattered stars. It was the first time a city boy would see an infinite light show. What a magical sight. I wanted to touch them to see what they were made of. I questioned about them that night until I dreamt seeing them closer. Once I got to lead, I and other leaders were given a mandatory challenge: complete the wilderness trip. Let's get one thing straight. It wasn't your typical trip. We carried large camping backpacks that were almost a third of our weight. We reached steep paths along the way. I tripped and fell on rocks that left scratch marks on me. The trail was long. I honestly thought we were never gonna make it. Thankfully, we had T-Mac. He reminded us to not bring each other down for walking slow, as that would only hurt our team members and spend more time on the trail. Once we reached our destination, the next challenge began: making food. We burned our pancakes and dropped our marshmallows into the fire of the small camping stove. After each mistake, we were improving our skills at communicating which of us were the best for the right task. Some were responsible for setting up the kitchen area, doing the cooking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And lastly, hanging our bags of food to the tallest tree we could reach so the bears wouldn't eat them all. Yet, most importantly, T-Mac improved my view of nature to the point that I grew a deeper connection and respect for the environment, containing birds, frogs, worms, and other small creatures, because it was their home as much as Brooklyn, New York was my home. Thanks to Fiverr's mission to inspire kids to embrace being their best version of themselves, I've become confident in myself, progressively go past my comfort zone, taking responsibility as co-counselor for Strawberry in session 3, leading my yellow team during Fiverr Relay to victory, breaking the silence during lectures while in job training in New York City, and creating confidence into as many learners I come across. I continue to love for space. I've continued to love the topic of space throughout my high school. My growing interest to watch realistic fiction movies set in far corners of the universe or play games of a future advanced civilization intrigued me to pick up bits and pieces of knowledge that satisfied my curiosity of space, technology, and engineering. That drove me to now fulfill that dream and make technology that will take you learners to someday to touch the soil of Mars. Now coming close to an end here at Camp Fiverr, I wish to share my thanks to the individuals in the Fiverr community that were with me on this journey. It seemed like destiny gifted them to me. They were Paul, Jesus, aka Zeus, my 2 Clover counselors of 2019, Genesis from the New York City office, Liz, Steph, Mary, Alex, and Anthony.